If disclosure is not going to offer a solution, what will? With my answer to these kinds of questions, I always end up back with you. You are going to make the difference. Everyone following these developments hopes that June 9th will deliver something new again. But for all these types of actions, the exact same answer applies every single time. We are peeling an onion to get to the core of the UFO problem. But for every layer you strip away, a brand new core immediately grows inside the core of that proverbial onion. In other words, just when you think you're getting closer to the truth, you merely encounter self-replacing new obstacles. This vlog is about what the real problem is. And spoiler alert, it isn't the UFOs and UAPs. Since the Second World War, they started, and unfortunately succeeded in, invading and trampling the very last piece of privacy we had left, our brains. Back then, Alan Turing couldn't tell anyone that he could read the Germans and their war machine, the Enigma. But nobody minded that only the German army was disadvantaged by this at the time. After all, it was purely the messages they sent to one another that he could intercept unnoticed with his code-cracking machine. Now imagine the exact same kind of code-cracking machine, but now the enemy is everyone who asks questions, or even doubts the system. Instead of one country or one political party being the target, now anyone can become it. A completely different kind of Turing knows and dictates everything now. That is, the mind control machine that has been built up over 80 to 90 years into an all-controlling monster over everyone and everything. It started out relatively innocent back then, just wanting to know who held communist thoughts. But hey, that brain cracker is there now anyway. So the system was slowly but surely expanded to include all free thinkers, including the crazies who believed in Roswell and other UFO stories. On top of that came organized groups of people or otherwise who don't take the law too seriously, like terrorists, for example. Until here, in the year 2026, we have arrived at the point where everyone can literally be read like a USB stick or a SIM card. Literally. The mind readers and mind writers of this monstrosity can track everyone on their computer screens as moving SIM cards, bank cards, smartwatches, or whatever digital thing you happen to carry with you. Through the digital trail you leave behind everywhere, you are found with a single click of a mouse, and all your thoughts and feelings are known to them for as long as they deem necessary. Now, you probably also understand why I found it so suspicious back then that General McCaslin left his house without leaving a single digital trail behind. Did he know about this? Was he one of the good guys or the bad guys? And why was it him of all people, just another retired general you see a lot, who disappeared or had to disappear? So what we are dealing with here is an unseen and unnoticed war, to most, that has gradually turned against the entire population. The Havana Syndrome is the first and only real signal that has made it to the outside, from victims of directed energy weapons, because anyone else who tries to report it is immediately dismissed as mentally ill by that very same all-controlling system. McCaslin's brain fog only increases my suspicion that he is a victim rather than a perpetrator. Going back to the main topic, UFOs and disclosure. Hopefully you now better understand that this is a battle over a problem that is intertwined like a bunch of dreadlocks. ET is simply the newest and ultimate enemy for this small club of perpetrators to project their total control onto. That is why ET flies untouchably through our atmosphere. After all, they foresaw this potential problem centuries ago and took appropriate measures against it back then. The only solution to this greatest challenge in human history is to put the scissors to those dreadlocks. We have to shave it all down to the scalp until we see all the perpetrators sitting open and exposed on the naked, bald truth, so that we can finally make them stop playing these rigged games. We who are locked inside this real-life matrix must become smarter than the only enemy of our Holy Ghost. Wise up, wake up, and dismantle this monster of a war machine. I'll see you in the next vlog. Love and peace, Hans J.C. Bakker.